Alright, Dave here with another exciting tutorial, and today I want to talk about the importance of projects folders, how to set them, why we do it, and how to stay organized. So if you look at what we have here, I have two instances of Maya open, okay? Because I feel like it's kind of confusing if you're only doing one thing in Maya, but eventually you're going to do more than one project, and if you don't stay organized, it can get really messy. So I have two kind of unrelated scenes. I have one that is a snowman scene and one is a Las Vegas scene, okay? And you can see at the top here, and this is on my desktop, I have a bunch of files that are going to be eventually used in either this scene or this scene, okay? And I can see that, well, just kind of logically, I can see casino sounds, that's sound effects, that would probably be used in this scene. Jingle bells would be used in this scene. I can see there's a video of Santa. I can see here's a Las Vegas video. Here's a Las Vegas logo. I can see that's being used in that. The dice color, I can see that's probably going to be for the Las Vegas one, and the snowflake is going to be used in the this one over here. Okay, so you can see that we have a lot of files that we have to organize. And I feel like if we did not save all these files to a special location, it would be very difficult to keep track of everything. So what I'm going to do is, before I do anything in Maya, I'm going to go to File, Project Window. And when I do that, I'm going to create a new project window. So I'm going to click on New, and I'm going to call this Snowman. And I'm going to save it on my desktop. Or I could save it technically anywhere I want, but I'm going to just save it on the desktop for an example here. And now if I, okay, so Snowman desktop, and then here's all these folders, and I'm going to click Accept. And now I can see that, hey, look at this, a folder appeared on my desktop, and if I open it up, it has all these folders in. Okay, so why does it have all these folders in? Because it knows we're probably going to be using a lot of files. And I can see that Jingle Bells, well, that's sound, so I'm going to put that into the sound. I can see the Santa, that's a movie, so I'm going to put it in a movie. And then Snowflake is a texture, so I'm actually going to put it into source images. Okay, so if I open up source images, there's my snowflake, my sound effects, there's my sound effects, and movies, I have my movies here of Santa. Okay, cool. Notice that none of that stuff has anything to do with the Las Vegas one, right? So I'm actually going to make my own projects folder for Las Vegas. So I'm going to go like this, File, Project Window. Now I'm going to click on New. I'm going to call this Las Vegas. I'm going to set it on my desktop. And then I'm going to click on Accept, and it's going to create a new folder, called Las Vegas. And if I open this up, I can see that Las Vegas has its own set of folders. So I'm going to go to, it looks like a video of Las Vegas. I'm going to put that into movies. Sound effect, I'm going to put it into sound. And these are images. Notice that there's an images folder, but if I'm going to be using them like in the scene here, I'm going to go ahead and just kind of save that and put that into source images. Okay, great. So that means that all of my snowman related content is in Snowman, and all of my Las Vegas related content is in Vegas. And these are what are called projects folders. Okay, so I feel like that's why it's called a projects folder, because it's saving everything for that particular project. So now what? So now if I go like this, File, New Scene, and well, actually, so if I open up, I'm just going to go ahead and save this real quick. I'm going to go to File, Save Scene As, and you can see that it's saving it in Snowman Scenes. What does that mean? If I go to Snowman, there's a Scenes folder, and that's where it's saving it. Notice that it is not saving it in the Las Vegas one, and that's because I have my project folder set to Snowman. So I'm going to call this Snowman. Save scene. Okay. And then Las Vegas, I'm guessing if I save this now, it's not going to save it in here because it knows that everything associated with this should be part of Vegas. So I'm going to go File, Save Scene As. Aha, it's saving it in Las Vegas scenes. So I'm going to call this Las Vegas. Save As. Okay, excellent. So now I want to make sure that my graphics are coming from the correct location. So notice there's this snowflake graphic, and the snowflake graphic is in source images. I can see that, and it's in the snowman source images. If I want to see where that snowflake graphic lives right now as far as it's concerned, if I go to right click on it and go to Material Attributes, and I click on Lambert 7, I can see here is the color, and I'm going to click on this. Aha, there's the snowflake graphic. But where is it coming from? It's coming from C, the C drive, then Users, Dave B, Desktop, Snowflake. Aha. So see what's happening? It was an old graphic that was just sitting on my desktop whenever I created this scene, because I didn't create the projects folder before I created it. So if I go like this, if I go to this folder, look at that. When I clicked on the folder, it automatically brought me to this folder in source images. It didn't bring me to Las Vegas because it's all driving it to this folder. I can say, yes, I want this snowflake. Now I might be saying, well, Dave, that's the same snowflake that you had before. But what's happening now is it's looking for it in this folder, okay, instead of looking for it on my desktop. So now if I come over here, if I select the dice, right-click and go to Material Attributes, go to the dice material, for color, look at this. It's looking for it on my desktop in a folder called Dice. That's not what I want. I want it to be set to the Las Vegas thing. So I'm going to go like this. I'm going to go to my folder here. And look at that. When I clicked on that, because we had the projects folder set, it knew that the file should be in this folder. Not the Snowman one, but the Las Vegas one. So I can choose Dice Color. Aha. Now if I click on this, the Las Vegas logo here, I don't want it to be coming from the desktop. So I'm going to click on this and I'm going to say Las Vegas logo. There we go. Now it's all correct. Okay. So that means that what I can do now is if I open this scene, so I'm just going to save this. I'm going to save this scene and I'm going to save this scene. Now what I have is in the snowman, if I go to scenes, there's my snowman. If I go to Las Vegas and I go to scenes, it's saved there. Not only are the files saved correctly, but the image, it knows that it is coming from the source images of this projects folder. Same with these images. These images know that they're coming from this location of the projects folder. So that means that if I go like this, if I click on New Scene and New Scene, now what I can do is I can open the scene. When I open the scene, though, I have to just be mindful of something. I have to tell it, if I go to Open Scene, it doesn't know if I want to open the snowman scene, or it doesn't know if I want to open the Las Vegas scene. So what I have to do is I have to go to File, and I have to say Set Project. Okay? And when I say Set Project, now is when I choose. Do I want Snowman or Las Vegas? Well, I'm going to choose Snowman. So I'm going to select Snowman and hit Set. Notice it didn't open anything. I just selected the project folder. Now I can go to File, Open Scene. Hey, look at that. It brings me into Snowman Scenes, the Snowman Scenes file. And now I can open Snowman. And hey, look at that. All of my textures work properly. Okay. This one, I want to open up Las Vegas. So I'm going to go File. The first thing I'm going to do, if I go to Open Scene, it doesn't know if I'm going to open up the snowman or Las Vegas or anything. It doesn't know where the files should be. So the first thing I have to do is Set Project. When I set project, I'm going to say, I care about Las Vegas now. So I'm going to click on the Las Vegas project folder and hit Set. Now, if I go to File, Open Scene, look at that. It's bringing me into the Lists folder and specifically into the Scenes folder, and I can open up Las Vegas. And now all of the textures that are appropriate for Las Vegas are going to be there, and all the textures, sound effects, movies, whatever, that are appropriate for Snowman are going to be in that one. So again, I have a project folder that organizes everything that I'm eventually going to be using in each scene. It's going to be set there. So that means that if you were going to transfer this to home, to a different computer, what you would need to do is you would need to transfer the entire project folder, the folder that has all these subfolders in. To do that, the best way is to zip it up. And then you can do this. You can right click on it and go to Add to Archive, or even Send to. If you go down here to Send to, this might be the easiest way, compressed zipped folder. And what that's going to do, it's going to zip it up. There it is. And then I can also zip this one, Send to compressed zipped folder. There we go. Now I have these zipped packages are considered kind of one file that I could upload to my Google Drive, and then when I come home, I can download that single file onto my computer. But I'm not going to be able to do anything with it zipped. So I have to right click and I would have to say extract here. Okay, now it already has one on here, so it's not going to overwrite this one. But when I extract it, it's going to look like this. I no longer then even care about the zipped file. So I would extract both of them, and now I have them like this on my computer at home. So if I was at home, the first thing I would do is go File, Set Project, and then I tell it where to be, okay, where it is. Now, even if I had a folder called Dave's Projects, and I put Snowman and Las Vegas into Dave's Projects, that's still okay. Because when I go to File, Set Project, it doesn't have to be on the desktop. It can be in a folder called Dave's Projects. And then there, that is Snowman. That's where I'm going to set it. Now if I go to File, Open Scene, it's still opening in Snowman, and I can click Open. And all my textures are going to be there. Then over here, I'm going to go File, Set Project. It's in Dave's Projects, that's fine. Here it is, Las Vegas, Set. And then I'm going to go ahead and Open Scene, and then everything should be fine as well. Okay, so hopefully that made sense. If you have any questions, please leave it in the comment below. If it was helpful, make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.